I'm Christy Hulsey from Colonial House of Flowers, and I'm the 2017 Mayesh Design Star. Today, I'm here to tell you how we incorporate tropicals into our garden style design, whether it's a large arrangement, a small arrangement, a bouquet, or personals. Here I have a large arrangement in a gold compote container from Accent Decor, and today I'm going to use a rectangular wood box with this that'll have the same flowers, and I want to show you how it's beautiful in both places. So let's get started. I'm going to start with the netting that you can get from Oasis Floral product, and then you just cut it to size. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be a certain size at all. The netting from Oasis Floral product, it's not like the chicken wire that you buy at the hardware store. I think there's a confusion about that. It's plasticized on the outside, which makes it easy on your flowers. And if it's not plasticized, we've tried it before, the chicken wire rusts. And when the rust gets in the water, it goes up to your petals. So your white flowers then become kind of it's not a bright red, but anyway, it tints it. So something that I want to show you is the flowers. Roses will do this a lot too. Ranunculus, I like to push my flowers before an event or a photo shoot almost to peak, and they peak right before they fall apart. And so we do have petals that fall off a lot. And you can use this, it's called Petal Proofer from Design Master, and you just spray it in the hip of the flower. And it'll keep your petals intact. So now that I have my Oasis netting on my box, I put in my greenery. I have 3 stems of tea leaf stock, and I also today have Star Fern. Both of these are kind of have a tropical look. Just adds something that's interesting to the design. Unusual. We always say we have a classic design with an unexpected twist. We like to surprise people. Whether it's a photographer at the photo shoot, somebody sitting at the dinner table, or whoever's receiving the arrangement. Then I'll put in the Star Fern, for example. I just layer it right on top of each other. A lot of times when I explain it to people at a workshop or in our shop, I call it a nest. Basically, the greenery is creating a nest for you to put your flowers in. Now that I have my greenery set, I try to decide what focal flowers I want to use. Today, I'm using Cymbidium orchids. These are amazing. I'm also using the clooney ranunculus. I picked Hellebores. These Cymbidiums are beautiful too, the white ones. And the Anthuriums that are amazing. And these are beautiful. Next, I have this garden rose, and it's a charity. It's beautiful. It has a nice little green center. And a fun trivia fact about this is this beautiful rose is named after Charity in the LA Mayesh shipping office. I think that's the coolest thing. So I put the round flowers down this trout. A couple of ranunculus here. I cut them a little bit longer than the charities. These are the clooney ranunculus. Their stems are tall and thick, and they're sturdy. They're great for halos and corsages. And don't be afraid to let your flowers go at different angles. I think it just makes it interesting. Next, I'm putting in eryngium. Some people call it thistle, but it's a beautiful white. So it makes a nice additional neutral flower. I'm really excited about these orchids. I think I'm gonna do white on one side and then move to the other colors. I usually like to work in a pretty simple palette and use 1 or 2 colors at the most. So here it's a blend of the blushes and then the red, orange, yellow families. So there I have my yellows. And next I'm adding in the Hellebores, and they're white, and so I want them to go over here near my white flowers. I think that lends to the more garden style, the natural design, or gives it a more natural feel. I'm going to put in one more Clooney ranunculus over here. And the Pieris are really cute. I'm going to put 3 in. I tend to work in 3s and 5s, but you don't have to. But I think I'm going to give it some mood next with this Burgundy Ranunculus. It's just incredible. And because I have the yellows, Cymbidiums over here, and they do have a more burgundy center, I want to keep that same palette kind of more on this side. So 1, 2, 3, there. And then let's put in these amazing Anthuriums. I think working with the color scheme that we have been going on, it's white and it moves into the yellows, the oranges, and the burgundies. I think we should do the same thing with our Anthuriums. Or keep with that. These colors on these Anthuriums, oh my gosh, they are amazing. They're not a bright red at all. They're kind of, the orange is more like a deep sunset at the beach to me. And the green is really nice and soft. It's almost like the Anthurium, the colors are kind of muted a little. And it really goes, it looks just like it's out in the garden. I'm going to keep adding in my whites. And I really love hyacinths. The nice thing about hyacinths is that they smell so good. And I think we'll add in the blushes and the pinks to keep with the soft palette. These are some of my favorites. These are the Quicksand Roses. The stems are really long and healthy. The leaves are pretty. Next, I'm going to put in the Stars of Bethlehem. I have short ones and I also have long ones over here. I think a lotus pod would be fun. Over here. And let's add some pink ranunculus. And we'll keep this over here on this lighter side. Oh my gosh, it's going to be so pretty. And again, I use 1, 2, 3, and I'm clustering them sort of close to each other. I'm going to add in 1 dahlia down low, kind of near the ranunculus. And then I think it's almost done. I like it. But I want to put a couple of dancing flowers in, and these just dance up above the rest. I think it's okay. I like the curve of the stem. And because this is a box design, a little rectangular, I think I'm going to keep the lines going straight up, like it's growing right in this box. Oh, this is a yellow poppy, and he's so pretty. I think this is the last flower we're going to put in here. You guys, I really like it. I like the whites, how the white, it starts with white, goes into the pinks and blushes, and then it moves naturally into the deeper oranges and burgundy colors. And now that we finished our classic garden design with the tropicals like the Anthuriums, I'm going to give it a quick spray. The last thing we do before it leaves is to give it a quick mist with this fresh flower sealant from Design Master. It can go on all daily arrangements. It goes on all centerpieces, bouquets, everything. It just helps it last longer. We'll give it a whirl on this Lazy Susan. And if you don't have one of these, you guys, you are missing out. We hope you enjoyed today's episode, and remember, it doesn't have to be perfect to be beautiful.